What's up? My name is Kaylee and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are taking a turn because I saw a TikTok video that triggered me. After seeing this video, I thought I need to make a video on how to have confidence with boys/men. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell for notifications and let's get into it. Woohoo!
I have never seen anyone talk about this before, okay? But I think there's a lot of people out there that will be able to relate, hopefully, possibly, I don't know. So I'm gonna be the one to bring it up. In high school, no guys liked me. Like, I never had a single romantic interaction. I'm not saying this for pity, it's just straight facts. Like, no guys at my high school were attracted to me. And I swear to God, this has fucked me up for life. Like, I am mentally unwell because of it. I didn't hit puberty until I was super old. Like, I'm talking, I was flat-chested, had the body of a 12-year-old little boy until I was 17 years old and a senior in high school. For that reason, and probably others, no boys at my high school were interested in me. And I really was always pretty fine with this. Like, I never really cared. I've always been very independent. But all of my friends constantly had boyfriends or somebody they were talking to or like a situationship or whatever. And I never could relate. I never, ever, like, even Snapchatted a boy. Like, no one liked me. And now, doing a little reflection, looking back, I seriously think this has mentally messed with my head forever on my view on romance and guys liking me and all of that. Because for 4 years straight, during very, like, crucial developmental years, I was trained and taught that no one liked me. For 4 years straight, all my friends had homecoming and prom dates, and I was the only one who couldn't get one. For 4 years straight, guys swipe up on my Instagram story asking for my friend's Snapchat or to be put on with my friends, etc. All of that. I think it really ingrained in my brain, like, nobody wants you, nobody wants. And now, because it's just wired into my brain to think that way, I physically cannot understand that a guy would actually like me. And it's made my standards for, like, men so fucked up because, honestly, I'm just grateful if a guy will sleep with me and never talk to me again because at least he liked me enough to sleep with me, which is way more than I would get in high school, you know what I'm saying? And it's such a fucked up mindset. I should probably go to therapy to fix this, but instead I'm coming on here and telling the internet. And clearly, I've said it a lot of times on here, I've never had a boyfriend, and I truly believe I will never have a boyfriend because I seriously cannot imagine a world, a dystopian fantasy world, where a man would actually like me enough to, like, want to date me. And it's really annoying because I'm very confident and I do think I'm pretty. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, she's hot. But I seriously, through the male gaze, do not believe that men are attracted to me. And whenever I try to verbalize this to, like, my friends and stuff, I think they're thinking I'm, like, compliment fishing or, like, trying to get pity or something, which I'm absolutely not. It's genuinely how my brain works. And I swear to God, it's literally all because I was deprived of all that in high school. Maybe I am just crazy, but if you also never dated anybody in high school, I would love to hear your thoughts or views on this, because I would love to know if I'm alone in this or if there's anybody who can relate.
Not only was the TikTok heartbreaking, but the comments, I want to start with saying that I also got zero attention from boys in high school. Literally not one guy ever liked me. Never even had an interest, nothing. However, I believe I am worthy of an amazing man who treats me right, who is aligned with my values, and who is everything I want in someone. So to see these comments, I'm like, okay, let me help, because this is not okay. I want to start with the basics, okay? Which is what boys want. Boys are naturally inclined to want sexual things. That is normal. As soon as they turn 12 or earlier or later, right around that puberty age, they want one thing and one thing only. Now, as a woman, we will lie to ourselves, especially in these days. Women will lie to themselves and be like, I just want the sex too, or I just want the sexual things too. You don't. Stop lying. You've just never had a man give you what you really want. Because every woman wants the love and affection and the care. And men want that too, but it takes them a while. You gotta train them like a little dog. But anyways, now I want you to know that you as a woman hold the key to every relationship and respect. Because you know what you have the key to? What they want. If you don't give them what they want, then you can very easily see who's there for you. So what you do is you hold that key close to you. You don't give up the key. You don't let access in, because as soon as you let a man have access to you, you've lost your power. I know girls who have given their key away and turned out to be in a relationship. I believe that the best way to find a man who loves and respects you is to let them get to know you and truly love you without needing access to that key. They should love you for all you are first. I don't think there's a time limit on it. I just think that you shouldn't have any worries about if they're gonna text you back, if they care about you. Before you give away your key, you shouldn't ever have to question their loyalty to you and how much they care about you. You should be extremely confident, because if you give away that key and you open access, you are literally just waiting for a mental breakdown. Because if you give them a key and then they run away, do you know how hurtful that is? It hurts. I am literally so sick of women in this generation lying to themselves and saying that all they want is the hookup culture crap too. The problem is they really think that's what they want, because that's what this generation has wired us to want. And we're all just at this point where we can't get a man to treat us right. So okay, fine, yeah, all I want is that. At least I'll get something from them. At least I'll get some type of love and affection, when that's not what we want. I'm obviously talking to girls more in their 20s, not in their teens. Keep your key closed, okay? We know men want the key, and we know we have access to it. So to start, I just want to say, don't give up access to your key. Hold that tight until you know they really, really admire you for who you are, and they love who you are. Your key is not what they need to be satisfied and to be happy. And if there is something in you that feels like, if I don't give them my key, they won't want me, then you need to hold that key tight, because we gotta fix you so you know what your key is worth, right? If you give away your key because you think that's what you need to be worthy, that means you do not feel worthy in yourself. You should not be doing the deed with anyone until you love who you are. If you haven't received love from any boy, I totally agree that you will start giving your key away. Whether a key is a kiss or all the way, you start giving that away to get validation. So if you are in a place right now where you are doing sexual things to get love, to get affection, to get attention, you need to press pause, please. Because until you have found confidence within, you need to hold that key close. Because you're gonna find your confidence and see the worth of the key you have, and you're gonna wish you would have never thrown it around like it was nothing. If you give away your key, once again, whether it's a kiss or all the way, like it's nothing, you need to stop and find confidence in yourself first and find the worth of your key. You shouldn't even be kissing a guy until you know your worth. Seriously. Obviously, that's not the way life works, because we have to live and learn. But your sexual being as a woman is so beautiful, and if you don't know your worth, you use that key to find it, when really you need to focus within and build yourself up. No one on the outside is going to make you feel that worthiness that you need. So to this girl and all of the comments below, your problem is not that guys have never liked you. It's that you haven't stopped to find your worth and realize what you are worthy of. No girl deserves to sleep with a guy and never hear from them again. But if that happens to you, you gotta take responsibility, because it's a you lesson. Because who holds the key? You do. You have the key that they want. And so you can't give that key up until you know you are safe. And you know what? Men hold the key to a relationship, and you hold the key to sexual things. So what do? You hold that key until you get your relationship. And let's say you don't want a relationship. You hold that key until you get the safety, the security, the confidence, the empowerment you want from them. And then give away your key. Because your key is golden to them and to you. To any girl who thinks that they love the hookup culture. I used to think that too. I'm like, I don't want to deal with any of these guys. They're not worthy of anything but this. But we are lying to ourselves, because this generation makes us feel like that is the only option. But really, if we could have a man who loves us, who cherishes us, and a lot of us don't even know what that feels like. So you can't even say, no, I don't even want that, because you don't even know how great that feels and what it is meant to feel like, because this generation is just full of hookup culture. Stop and reflect. Do I really want a guy just for the fun? No. That is a lie. It is a lie. It's a lie. It's not who you really are. You want a man to value you and respect you and love you and have great conversations with. Don't let this society blind you of who you really are and what you want. You are lying to yourself as a woman to say, I don't even want anything real. I want fake attention, fake instant pleasure, fake bullcrap. You don't. You want real love. You just haven't had it. And society makes you feel like the only option is fake instant love, and so you settle for it. Hold yourself close, build yourself up, and wait for the right person. And listen, I am literally 24 and I've never had a boyfriend. And people are like, oh my gosh, you're so picky. No, I literally haven't even met someone who I had a connection with and considered. Literally, I haven't had that opportunity, and I'm fine with that because I know my worth. And I don't need someone to be by my side for what? Literally for what? I don't need you. Unless you are making my life better, I don't need you. And the problem is, a lot of girls' lives need to be better. They need to lift themselves up. But instead of saying, oh, I need to lift myself up so I could find a man who's worthy of me, they say, oh, I need a man to lift me up. It's no, you don't need a man to lift you up. You need to lift yourself up so you can find a man who lifts you up too. I'm gonna go through some of these comments, but I just wanna start by saying this girl is so vulnerable and real for sharing what she has been through with men, because I went through that too. And a lot of girls have been through that, but to openly say that, hey, I have let myself be used and not be in respected relationships or situationships, whatever, takes so much strength. So shout out to this girl, seriously. Oh, it literally breaks my heart. This is the most relatable thing ever. Oh, I literally went through this so badly in high school. I didn't know my worth, and I never fully gave away my key, but I was giving away my key because I thought that was the only way to get a guy's attention. And really, it was. Because I didn't have a connection with any of the guys I met. But really, I didn't need that affection I thought I needed from them to be worthy. I needed to build myself up. This girl says, no, literally, like I always say I have high standards or whatever, but I would literally like anyone that shows the minimum amount of interest. The problem is, you've never received the maximum amount of interest because of society. People don't understand this society we are living in is a whole new world. Young boys can log on the internet and access anything. They can pay for women's sexual deeds. That key, they can get whatever they want. And what women want is the relationship, the love and affection. And what men want, now they have easy access to. So women are like, oh, a little bit of love, okay. But we have to realize that we hold their key. So if we hold the key to our sexuality and our beautiful being, then we can hold it until we receive the love we are worthy of. And if you are settling for bare minimum interest, it's because you have never seen more. And that's okay. I haven't seen much either. We live in a society where it's hard to find a good guy right now. We need to let them time to mature, and also let ourselves time to be alone until we find someone who's right for us. There is no rush to find our person. There's only a rush if you don't love yourself. So build yourself up, and you will not be in a rush to find someone who treats you like a queen. If you feel like you need a man, it's because you need you. You need your own confidence. And once you have that, you won't need a man. And you would love a man when the right one who treats you like a queen comes along. But until then, here's another comment. This is totally relatable, girl. I'm 21, never had a boyfriend, and I found myself settling for the bare minimum from men many times. I have been there, sis. And the only reason you're doing it is because you want attention and you think that's the only way to get it. The truth is, it might be. For me, I haven't got attention from a guy in so long because I'm not giving anything away. And so I'm not getting attention back. Because it takes time to find a quality guy. So if you're holding yourself close, you're not going to get a lot of attention, because to find the right guy, I mean, think about how hard it is to find a best friend. Someone who perfectly fits your sense of humor, you guys laugh together, you guys uplift each other, you empower each other. This is your best friend. Do you come across that every day? No. So don't expect for a man to come around every day. It is normal for a quality man to be rare. Be patient. You don't need it. And if you feel like you need it, it's because you need to build yourself up. You need your own self-love, and then you won't be waiting for a mediocre man. And if you're settling for the bare minimum, it's because you need to uplift yourself. You need to have higher standards for yourself, and you need to realize, I hate this. I hate the bare minimum I'm getting for them, and I'm holding my key to me until I get what I want. Because the truth is, okay, for example, this guy was in my phone, the first guy in my phone in like a year. He texted me, I text back, he texted me, I text back. He took a day to respond. I didn't respond for like 3 days. Never heard from him again, right? Okay, it was kind of rude of me to not respond for 3 days, but I'm not settling for your bullcrap. Sorry. And if you don't want to come back, I literally don't care. And if you don't give up your key, then you will never get the bare minimum from men. Yeah, this guy took a day to respond to me. All right, I didn't have to deal with it. I wouldn't consider that getting the bare minimum because I didn't lose anything. You only lose something once you give it up. Don't give up anything sexual until they have given you what you want, which is respect. Ah! Okay, no guys liked me. Same. Literally, look how cute I am. I know. No guys have really ever liked me. I've had a few guys have interest in me, but I think that we have so much pressure because there's so many girls who are in relationships every other day that we need to find someone who likes us. I think it's very normal if you are waiting for the right person for it to take time. They're not supposed to be around the corner. I've only had a few really, really close best friends in my life. So to find someone of the opposite gender who I click with, why not be patient and wait for the right one? You're not in a rush. And if you haven't found the right guy, that is normal. There's no pressure. There's no rush. Don't take that lack of love as a personal attack. If you haven't found the right guy, you just haven't found the right guy. It doesn't mean you aren't worthy of finding the right guy. And so many girls take this lack of attention as I'm unworthy, let me give away until I find it. But I'm here to tell you, be patient. It's normal for it to take time. You are in no rush to find someone who treats you like a queen. As long as you're treating yourself like a queen, you don't need a man to. You don't need to settle for the bare minimum. You can wait for that man to come around and be treated like a queen then. So hold your little key very close to you. Your key to kisses, to love, to all of it. Until you feel safe and loved and you know they're there for you, hold that key. Because if you don't give away the key, you'll never get the bare minimum, ever. You might get someone who you start to engage with and you see that they're giving the bare minimum before you lose anything. Hold that key tight, baby. I'm gonna read another comment. The worst thing in my case is that I constantly keep thinking what's wrong with me and I just can't figure it out. Once again, there's nothing wrong with you. It's a miracle, in my opinion, to find the perfect guy. It's a blessing. It's not something you should expect around the corner. Even if you're 30 and have never had a boyfriend, I don't care. You're waiting for the right person. To find someone who's fully compatible with you is a blessing. It's unique. It's rare. You don't find a girl on the street who you can be best friends with every day, so why do you expect to find a boyfriend every day? I want to read another comment. We definitely need to be studied because I definitely think it has affected my self-esteem and social skills. I never feel good enough. I really don't believe that not getting attention from men is the reason your esteem is affected. I think the reason you don't feel good enough is because you've never told yourself, I am worthy and beautiful and am willing to wait for the right man. You feel a lack of self-esteem because you think, what is wrong with me? I haven't found a man. You don't need a man. You need your own self-love. I haven't had a boyfriend and I'm 24 and I do not give a crap and I will not settle for less. And people want to say, oh my gosh, you're way too picky. No, I'm not. I literally haven't found the right person. Why am I in a rush? I'm not. I love myself. I love my life. Unless you are making my life better, I don't need you. The problem is, if your life sucks, if your self-esteem is low, then anyone will make your life better. You need to make your own life better and then find a man to empower you and make your life a little better, you know? For me, to find a man to make my life better, woo-hoo-hoo, you better be freaking awesome because my life already rocks. One girl says, like a guy could hold the door for me and I'm thinking about scenarios of us falling in love before I go to bed. I'm so unwell. I do that too. That is normal. That's just girls being fantasy and dreamy. That is normal. You can have the dreams about a guy, but let the actions speak. You can go to, oh my gosh, we're gonna get married. I do that all the time. But when you're texting, if they take 5 hours to respond, all right, message received, never mind. Let their actions speak. Their actions are so much louder than any word. And like I have said 500 times, their actions are chasing the key. So if you don't give them the key, they're either gonna run or they're gonna stay because they care about you. The best part about holding your key is that if they leave, you got to see, oh, they don't want me. They wanted the key and they don't get it. And if you hold the key and they still want you, it's because they want you for you. That key is all the power you need. No boyfriends for me in high school or college, and to be honest, it's messed me up. The whole messaging of your time will come is not reassuring. Once again, in these cases, you need to lift yourself up. If you love yourself, you're not in a rush to find a guy. It's like you don't need them. You don't need them to like you or care about you, and you don't care about when the time comes. I am happy if I don't meet a boyfriend for 10 years. I literally don't care because I'm good on my own and I want to find a boyfriend. I want to find a husband. But until that happens, I'm not in a rush. It'll happen when it happens. Because it'll happen when I find the right one. This girl says, it's so crazy too because it's always super beautiful girls with this problem. You're gorgeous and so are the girls in the comments agreeing. The problem is, girls don't realize it takes boys literally double the time to mature. To even have a conversation with a boy my age is hard to find because they're not on the same level. And be patient. You, as you grow up, will meet more men who are no longer boys. They are men now. They have matured. And so this has nothing to do with your looks. It has to do with finding a personality that matches and realizing that boys literally scientifically take longer to grow the hell up. Oh, love this girl. This girl says, I think girls need to stop putting so much pressure on themselves in high school. You're still a child. Don't let this hold you back mentally. Amen. Not only are you a child still growing into yourself, these boys are literally children. They're like toddlers. Don't let a little boy's affection mean anything to you. I want to wrap this up with a few points. 1, be patient with yourself. 2, build yourself up. Once you love yourself, you don't need anyone. You'll be patient and wait for the right person. 3, hold your key close to you. It is sacred. It will show you what men want you and what men want the key. And if you don't give away the key, you never lose. Women hold the key to sex. Men hold the key to relationships. Don't give away your key first. Get what you want and then give them what they want after, okay? Men will always need the chase and they are programmed that way. Every girl is different. Every boy is different. Every relationship is different. Every key is different. Some relationships, they give it up on the first night and they're dating and they're happily ever after. This is my take on the best way to have a happy and healthy mindset towards relationships and to be patient. There's no rush to find the right person. You are worthy. And if you feel like you are unworthy because you don't have men in your life, that means you need to build your confidence. I love you. I hope this helped. Comment below. I'm curious your guys' experiences, what you've been through, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below your thoughts. I want to know what you have been through and what your thoughts are on my opinions. These are just my opinions. So tell me what you think, and I will see you next week. Bye!